Good morning and welcome back to Mad Horse Barbecue. My name is Brian, and in today's video we're we're already firing up my Green Mountain Grill Daniel Boone Prime Plus Stainless Steel Edition. This is the one grill that I won at a comp last summer. Yeah, you know what, all those comps where you buy a $10 raffle ticket. I bought one because I was a little tipsy on some bush lattes, and usually I don't enter those because I never win. Well, it turns out, you know, the nectar of the gods spoke true that day and won this grill. So anyways, we're gonna be firing this up. We're gonna cook 3 racks of St. Louis style ribs. Hopefully be able to leave this grill outside. It is snowing right now. They are calling for some freezing rain and about 30, 35 mile an hour winds, which is, you know, kind of typical for Southwest Minnesota. For those of you who have never visited this lovely region here in the Midwest, it's really flat and it's really windy. Kind of like it's like the I-90 corridor. Just area is just, everything's just flat. So, you know, when there's a little bit of a breeze, there's usually a lot of bit of a breeze, and it's usually at least 3-4 days a week in the wintertime. We got probably 20 to 40 mile an hour winds, and it's just something we deal with here. But anyways, I got this Green Mountain Grill firing up right now. We're gonna cook that. I haven't made my mind up yet. We're gonna cook this thing probably at about 275 or 300, and we're gonna use this simple method. We're gonna cook these ribs so I get the color I want. We're gonna wrap them up until they're tender, and then we're gonna put a glaze on them for about 5 minutes, and then they're gonna be done. So remember, cook the color, wrap to tender, glaze them with some barbecue sauce if you want, and then they're done. So without further ado, I think let's go ahead and take you in the garage. I'm gonna shoot all this thing outside today. Take you in the garage and let's get these ribs rubbed up. All right, we're out. We got the ribs right here. 2 rubs we're gonna use today are 2 rubs, again, by Butcher Barbecue. Remember to always trust your butcher. First one we're gonna use is the honey rub. That should be pretty good. I've used honey rubs from other companies in the past and I really liked them, so I have really high hopes for this rub. And then another one we're gonna go on with too is we're gonna go on with the Butcher Barbecue Grilling Addiction. I've been using this stuff pretty much on everything, and I think it'll give the ribs a little nice compliment. These 2 rubs I think will complement each other. This one being a little more sweet, and this one having some black pepper and some salt and stuff in it. So let's go ahead and get the backside seasoned first. No binder today. Go ahead, press it in. And we're gonna come back with the Grilling Addiction. Again, press it in. Flip them over, do the same thing to the other side. Start out with the honey rub. Get my edges first. And go ahead and rub the rib down. Go ahead, pat them in, and come back with the Grilling Addiction. Give it a pat. And I'm gonna go ahead and let these things sweat up for about 20-30 minutes, and we'll pick back up when we're throwing them on the grill. All right, out at the grill. Ribs have been sweating right for about 35-40 minutes. Grill is preheated up to 275, so let's go ahead and get these things on. Okay, 1, 2, 3, just like that. Go ahead, close this thing down, and we'll pick back up probably in about 45 minutes to an hour or so. I do have a spray bottle with just a little bit of apple juice in here that I'm gonna use probably in the first part of this cook. So when we open the grill back up, we will pick back up. All right, we're 1 hour in. Let's go ahead and take a peek at the ribs. See, they're starting to color up pretty dang nice. Starting to get a little bit of drawback on the bones. But I did say I was gonna take some spray, and I do have the spray inside, but I'm not gonna take that spray until the surface is completely dry, just because I do want that rub to set. So, I'm gonna kind of clean these up a little bit. Go ahead, close this down, let these go for about another 30 minutes, and we'll check back in. All right, about an hour and a half into this cook, go ahead and take a peek at the ribs. Starting to get some pretty dang nice color on them. So actually, one thing I'm gonna do is, seeing that the surface really isn't all the way dried up yet, I'm not even gonna spray these. What I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna let these go for just about another 20-30 minutes, and then we will pick back up when we're wrapping them. So when we're wrapping these up, we'll see you then. All right, we are 2 hours in, time to wrap these things up. Gonna keep this super simple. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little bit of apple juice in the wrapping. I usually don't do that, but the sauce I'm gonna use in wrap is a little bit thicker of a sauce, and I kind of just want to thin it out. So maybe just like a teaspoon of apple juice in there, and then we're gonna put some barbecue sauce in the wrapping, and another product right here, Butcher Barbecue Apple Orchard Barbecue Sauce. So we're gonna put that in there. I gave this up the finger test, tried it already. It is really good. But like I said, it's just a little thicker, so just a little bit. Go ahead, take my rack right here, put it meat side down. And then while I'm at it, I'm just gonna put a little bit of apple juice, or not apple juice, a little bit of sauce right here on the bone side as well. Not much, just a little bit. Then go ahead and wrap these up, double wrap it in foil. Like that, you can see you got all three of the racks good. And then we're just gonna put them back on the Green Mountain meat side down. Okay, close this thing down and let these go for about an hour, and should be getting somewhat close to done, I think. So we'll probably pick back up in about an hour. All right, guys, we are back 3 hours in. I just took them out of the foil and sauced them up because they are done. Believe it or not, yeah, 275, 3 hours, these are done. If anything, I'm gonna guess this GMG's probably running just a little hot today. You can see I got a little dark on the color on them ribs. They should still eat fine. But anyways, sauced on. I'm gonna close this thing down, let that sauce set for about 2 to 3 minutes. And yeah, we will pick back up inside when we're slicing into them. All right, we are back. Real quick, like I said, we'll go over these cook times. 275 for 3 hours, and these were done. Again, I do think that GMG is probably running closer to 300, if not 325, because in my opinion, and with my experience, 275 for ribs is, in 3 hours is just a little quick. But these are definitely probe tender. 2 hours on the grill, 1 hour in foil, and about 3 minutes sauced. Here's the finished product. So let's go ahead and slice these things up, and let's do a little taste test. Let's go ahead and take a rib, see how we did. Looking, it's pretty dark. That glaze is pretty dark on there. It's also sugar-based, and, sugar tends to burn. But the rib looks plenty juicy, so let's go ahead and try it. All in all, that's pretty dang good. I'm a little upset. More or less, kind of upset with myself because you have to know the grill that you're cooking on, and not to take up too much, in the past, because I have a lot of friends who have GMGs and absolutely love them, but I've had bad luck with GMGs. Just the grills, customer service is fantastic, but I've had bad luck with them cooking super, super hot, and I should have had my third-party temp probe in there just to kind of sort of keep an eye on things. That's on me. So going to these ribs, I think the product from Butcher Barbecue, again, is absolutely fantastic. That Apple Orchard barbecue sauce is really, really, really good. And then the combo of those two rubs I use too is just, that's 2 thumbs up. So now besides that, I'm gonna chalk this cook as a, I'm not calling it a success by any means. It's definitely a learning moment again for me. And I won't let this happen again for sure. So sorry, I'm a little upset with myself. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. You guys and girls have a good day. We'll see you next time.